in America?
Well, listen, we live in America, and in America we have the freedom to express ourselves. We shouldn't take that for granted.
There are millions of people that are falling in the gap because they don't fit in to this information age.
It's not about color, it's about culture. Boom, Denzel Washington just dropped a truth bomb on Hollywood, and you better believe they're scrambling. Wanna know why this matters? Stick around. We're about to break down how Denzel's words are shaking up Tinseltown and why it's got everyone talking. Remember when movies were just about telling kick-ass stories? Yeah, those were the days. Hollywood used to be all about blowing our minds with epic tales and unforgettable characters. We'd leave the theater buzzing about plot twists and quoting our favorite lines. Good times, right? Well, buckle up because things have changed. These days, it feels like every movie's got to tick off a checklist before it even gets the green light.
Have to do with race relationships. You're white or whatever you are, I'm black or whatever I am. We're standing here talking now. That's how we get things done.
Diversity quota, check. Political correctness, double check. Actually entertaining the audience. Who cares about that anymore? Take that disaster, the 355 from last year. Star-studded cast, big budget, and a whole lot of hype about its all-female spy team. Sounds cool on paper, right? But man, what a snooze fest. They were so busy patting themselves on the back for being progressive that they forgot to write a decent story. It bombed at the box office, shocking absolutely no one who actually saw it. This is exactly the kind of BS that Denzel's calling out when he says, it's not about color, it's about culture.
So why did he need a black director? Could a white director not have?
It's not color, it's culture. When a hot comb hits your hair on a Sunday morning, what it smells like, that's a cultural difference, not just a color difference. So it's the culture.
He's hitting the nail on the head. It's not enough to just throw a bunch of diverse faces on screen and call it a day. That's not representation, that's just lazy tokenism. What Denzel's getting at is the need for authentic stories and characters. You know, the kind that feel real, that we can connect with, regardless of what they look like.
Promise people a whole lot, but there's a whole lot of people that are in trouble right now because they just don't fit in.
Who laid the groundwork for me to be in the position I'm in? I'm going to make sure that there's hundreds of roles for the next generation.
It's about bringing different perspectives and experiences to life, not just checking off boxes to make some studio exec feel woke. But Hollywood's got it all backwards. They're so obsessed with looking progressive that they're forgetting what makes a movie actually good.
Addicted. If you don't think you're addicted, and I'm talking about anyone, from the highest to the lowest, if you don't think you're addicted, then see if you can turn it off for a while.
You can have all the diversity in the world, but if your story sucks, guess what? Your movie's gonna suck too. And let's be real, this obsession with being woke is killing good storytelling. Writers are so scared of offending someone that they're playing it safe. Everything's getting watered down, sanitized. Where's the edge? Where's the risk-taking? That's what gave us classics like Training Day or Malcolm X, movies that weren't afraid to push boundaries and make us think. But here's the kicker. It's not just about the movies themselves. Nah, this woke culture's got its tentacles in every part of the industry, and you know who's really feeling the heat? The actors and writers, the very people who are supposed to be creating all this amazing content for us. You know what's crazier than Hollywood plots these days? The fact that the people writing them are walking on eggshells 24/7. Denzel's got something to say about this mess, and trust me, it ain't pretty. He's seen firsthand how this cancel culture BS is turning Tinseltown into a creative wasteland. Here's the deal, great art needs freedom. It needs people who aren't afraid to push boundaries, to say the uncomfortable stuff to make us think. But in today's Hollywood, good luck with that. We've got a whole industry of talented folks who are scared shitless of saying the wrong thing.
In America.
Well, listen, we live in America, and in America we have the freedom to express ourselves. We shouldn't take that for granted.
What a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth.
And it's not just paranoia. A whopping 62% of Americans are terrified to speak their minds these days. That's not showbiz, folks. That's straight up fear. Imagine trying to write a groundbreaking script or deliver a powerful performance when you're constantly looking over your shoulder, wondering if your next word is gonna end your career. Denzel nailed it when he said, "We live in a society where it's just first, who cares, get it out there."
We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it.
It's like everyone's just waiting to pounce, ready to blow up every little thing into a full-blown scandal. One wrong tweet, one off-color joke, and boom, you're done. Remember when movies used to tackle tough issues? When they'd make us uncomfortable in a good way, challenge our thinking. Now it's all about playing it safe. Writers are self-censoring left and right, scared to death of offending anyone. The result, a bunch of bland vanilla content that doesn't say anything real.
Power that I have at this moment in order to do that, and nobody's gonna get in my way.
There are millions of people that are falling in the gap because they don't fit in to this information age.
And it's not just affecting what we see on screen. This cancel culture crap is killing authentic storytelling and diverse viewpoints behind the scenes too. Think about it. If everyone's too scared to speak up, how are we gonna get those unique perspectives that make stories great? Denzel's not just talking out of his ass here. He's seen how Hollywood's gotten more polarized, how conservative voices get shut down or laughed at. And he's calling BS on all of it. Because real diversity, it's not just about what people look like, it's about different ideas, different viewpoints. But good luck finding that in today's Tinseltown. So here we are, stuck with an entertainment industry that's more concerned with not pissing people off than actually entertaining us.
We were all doing enough to get locked up. At 13, my parents sent me in another direction.
Your practice you'll get good at, including BS.
Writers are playing it safe, actors are holding back, and we're left with a bunch of forgettable flicks that don't say anything real. But here's the million-dollar question. What's the solution to all this? How do we get back to making kick-ass movies that actually mean something? Well, Denzel's got some ideas about that too, and trust me, you're gonna want to hear them. So what's Denzel's game plan? He's not just running his mouth, he's actually putting his money where his mouth is.
If you're looking for an excuse, you'll find one. In race. You can find it wherever you like. You can't live like that. You just do the best you can.
False information as well, because the whole fake news thing.
Pick one. It's not just one. That's the flavor of the day. Every day is something else.
The guy's out there mentoring young filmmakers and actors, telling them to focus on the real deal. Authentic stories and characters that grab you by the gut. His message is clear as day. Forget the checkboxes and political correctness. Tell stories that matter, that hit home, that make people feel something. It's about bringing real experiences to the screen, not just ticking off some diversity quota. But here's the million-dollar question. Is Hollywood gonna listen? Or are they gonna keep churning out the same old woke crap that's making audiences tune out in droves? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. If they don't shape up, they're gonna lose more than just their credibility.